Please. Chairman Mercer, members of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Joseph Rigby, distinguished guests, University Cabinet, esteemed faculty, parents, family, and friends, and most especially members of the graduating class of 2017. Welcome to our commencement ceremony. Will you please stand for the singing of our national anthem by our soloist, Alexandra Stambo, after which the invocation will be delivered by Reverend William Lego, pastor at St. Denis Parish in Manasquan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free, and the home of the brave?
And let us pray. Sorry. Lord God, we thank you for this day. We are grateful for those who graduate and who have blessed Monmouth University with their presence and perseverance as they forge true their lives' foundations, with each goal that they attained in their respective programs and that have brought them to this moment in their lives. Bless our graduation celebration with joy and contentment. We ask your blessings upon those who graduate today. Help them to stay true to their dreams, to use their gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love. We ask this of you, God of the universe, who live and reign forever and ever. Amen.
Please be seated. First, let me tell you how proud I am to share in your accomplishments today. Graduates, you are the first members of the inaugural graduate commencement ceremony. So this ceremony, your ceremony, is also a historic one. It's also historic for me because this is my first graduate commencement as president of the university. So we're in this together. It is historic because it is our first commencement ceremony for graduate students, and it carries special weight because it marks 50 years since Monmouth was first accredited by the State Board of Education to award master's degrees. In 1976, some 34 years after our founding, it was a tremendous leap forward for our institution, then still Monmouth College, to earn the right to confer master's degrees in 4 areas. Today, we support 23 master's level academic programs and 1 doctoral degree in nursing, with a second one in education to follow this fall. My brief history lesson about Monmouth University and our milestone event today isn't meant to shine a light on the past, though. Instead, I hope it illuminates the progress you have made during your studies, the progress we have made as a university, and the shared ties that bind your achievements together with Monmouth. Together, we share a proud history of excellence embodied in close connections with our fellow students, with our faculty, and I hope as an academic home for all of you as you carry your advanced education with you and continue to make your mark in the world. Your studies may be complete, but I urge you to stay connected. Please share your professional accomplishments and personal milestones with us after you leave us today. Share them with your professors, share them with our alumni office, and share them in the Monmouth University magazine. Even if you earned your undergraduate degree at another institution, well, nobody's perfect, you will forever be a part of Monmouth. This is important because all of us here today, your family, your friends, and your faculty mentors all share in your pride. And you should know that you have every right to be proud. You belong to a very elite group. Just 1% of the global population has earned a bachelor's degree, and far fewer have advanced degrees. Even in the United States, only about 8% can claim an advanced degree. If that statistic strikes you as unusual, consider that 50 years ago, when master's degrees were new at Monmouth, only about 8% of citizens in the United States held a bachelor's degree. We have come a long way, and you have come a long way. So whether you view your academic accomplishments from a global or a national perspective, you have achieved something special. As graduate members of the class of 2017, you have earned the distinction of becoming highly educated citizens, and I hope you will cherish all that it means. I hope you will carry your education out into the world and bring our special Monmouth tradition of mutual respect with you at every next step of your journey. It is my fondest hope, and the hope of everyone who is here today to support you, that you will be active in making your neighborhood, your town, our state and our country and our world a better place. With that serious charge aside, I ask that all of the members of this gathering stand and congratulate every graduate and every family member to celebrate the class of 2017. Thank you. You guys obviously are very popular. I would also like to ask the faculty to please rise, and then will the audience please join me to honor the core of Monmouth University who have helped our distinguished graduates achieve their milestones today. Thank you. One privilege of a commencement ceremony is the opportunity to acknowledge outstanding contributions by the faculty to the university. Many are honored here today, but each year one of our professors, who are both teachers and scholars, is selected for special recognition as the Distinguished Teacher of the Year. There may be no greater responsibility for a university than cultivating teacher scholars who make a profound difference in the lives of our students. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Jim Konopak as the 2017 recipient of the Monmouth University Distinguished Teacher Award. This shows you how popular Dr. Konopak is, because you started applauding so fast I couldn't finish and say, Dr. Konopak, will you please stand? But he obviously is a smart guy because he knew enough to do that. So, please also join me in wishing farewell to our retiring faculty members. A good friend of mine, Dr. Brian Greenberg, the Jules Plangier Professor of American Social History, Dr. David Paul, Professor of Marketing and International Business, Dr. Don Swanson, Professor of Communication, Dr. David Payne, Associate Professor of Psychology, Dr. Ronald Reisner, Associate Professor of Criminal Justice, Dr. Linda Arnold, Assistant Professor, Curriculum and Instruction, and Dr. Rachel Gardner, Associate Librarian, Head of the Collection Development. And last but not least, family members and friends, thank you for all you have done to support our graduates so dear to you throughout their studies, and perhaps the graduates may want to stand up and give you a round of applause. Thank you, graduates. It is now my distinct privilege to present to you Mr. Henry Mercer, class of 1987 and chair of the Monmouth University Board of Trustees.
Thank you, President Demena. You're a tough act to follow. Members of the class of 2017, distinguished guests, platform party, family members, friends, faculty, staff, administrators, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our graduate commencement ceremony. It is an important occasion not only for our graduates, but also for those of us who are closely involved with the university. For me, graduation day is the peak trustee experience. It is great to be able to participate in an event that celebrates the success of the university's most precious asset, our students. Today we commemorate a first. As President DeMena said, this is Monmouth's first ever separate graduate commencement ceremony, which was created in part to recognize that those receiving a graduate degree are at a different stage of life and career than our undergraduates. Monmouth understands that you deserve this honor and the special distinction that your hard work and perseverance has earned. Our students graduating today come to us from 11 countries and 12 other states, demonstrating Monmouth's commitment to inclusion, diversity, and our place in a global society. You represent a variety of perspectives. Some of you began your graduate studies immediately after receiving a bachelor's degree. Some of you have spent years working in a profession and have determined that a master's degree would allow you to advance in your chosen field, or perhaps change careers. And some of you have enrolled after serving in the military. Wherever you were when you came to Monmouth, you have not only participated in your own growth, you have also contributed to the momentum that moves our university forward. The ceremony taking place today in this wonderful building marks another milestone for the school. Monmouth University has certainly come a long way from a fledgling junior college established by a New Deal program. So as you prepare to leave us, please know that we have been enriched by your presence. We wish you continued success in all you do. You will always be a part of the Monmouth family, and we are counting on you to remain involved with the university. We truly mean that. Stay involved. You are now a link in the long unbroken chain of the 50,000 alumni who have gone before you. I'm also a link in this alumni chain, as is Joe Rigby, our speaker this afternoon, and many of my fellow trustees. We love this university and are so proud of you. Please remember that you are Hawks, and Monmouth Hawks always fly together. Good luck, and we wish you all the absolute best. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
One of the privileges of institutions of higher education is the authority to recognize individuals who, by virtue of their achievements, position, or service, merit our public commendation. Monmouth University values this privilege and is exercising it today in tribute to a leader in the energy industry, Mr. Joseph M. Rigby, class of 1983. He is the former chairman and chief executive officer of Pepco Holdings, Inc., one of the largest energy delivery companies in the Mid-Atlantic region. Like all of our graduating students here today, we are proud to recognize Mr. Rigby as an alumnus. His professional accomplishments and his commitment to higher education are exceptional. And like all of our graduating students here today, Mr. Rigby is an alumnus by virtue of his MBA from Monmouth University. Like many of you, unfortunately, he earned his undergraduate degree at another institution. I know you're shocked, as I was to learn that. But as I mentioned before, nobody is perfect. All kidding aside, Joe, we are very grateful that you could join us today for this milestone commencement ceremony and share your insights with your fellow graduate students. I would ask our trustee, Chris Mayer, to come forward with our honorary degree recipient.
Joseph M. Rigby, as a successful leader in the energy delivery industry, your influence and integrity as a businessman is matched only by your dedication to service. During your 37-year career, you advanced from a staff accounting position to board chair, president, and chief executive officer of one of the largest energy delivery companies in the Mid-Atlantic region. Your leadership and vision played a key role in multiple successful mergers and acquisitions, and the many accolades you received during your career, including being named CEO of the Year by Electric Light and Power and induction into the Business Hall of Fame in Maryland and D.C. Your service to the public extends beyond reliable and safe energy delivery and is evident in your current and former volunteer and advisory responsibilities in business and education. By gubernatorial appointment, you sit on the Rutgers Board of Governors. You also continue to serve on the boards of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the Edison Electric Institute, the Federal City Council, the Greater Washington Initiative, and the Economic Club of Washington, and is a member of the Senior Council of the Greater Washington Board of Trade. Your philanthropic service also includes serving on the board of the United Way of the National Capital Area. For your many accomplishments in the business world and your continued commitment to service, we are proud to bestow upon you this Doctorate of Laws, honoris causa. Congratulations.
Joseph Rigby, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New Jersey, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, and I request that you deliver our commencement address.
Chairman Mercer, President Demena, members of the Monmouth University Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, administration, and invited guests, this is an incredible honor to address the graduates and their families and friends assembled here today. And I'm humbled by the very generous recognition of Monmouth University, so thank you very much. Before I go any further, I have to share with you that I sat here, well, not right here, about 34 years ago, almost to the day, to receive my graduate degree from Monmouth University. As a kid who worked for 12 years on a farm in South Jersey, it was a very big deal to get an MBA. And what you all have accomplished is just as big a deal, and I suspect all of you have sacrificed along the way to realize this goal. You have a lot to be proud of. I think the best speakers are those who make their points, then sit down. I'm confident that no one came here today to hear me drone on. You came here to pick up your degrees and then get on to the party. I get it, so I promise to make just a few remarks, sit down, and let you all get on to the well-deserved parties. I timed the speech. It's just a shade under 10 minutes, so here we go. By the way, I was thinking about Dr. Rigby thing. I'd rather go with Dr. J, but that's probably already been taken. So I'm not going to talk to you today about the economy. I'm not going to touch on anything political, of the great challenges the world is wrestling with, or my former world, that of electric and gas power. I want to have a more personal conversation with you. I want to share with you 6 lessons I learned about life. I want to share with you 6 things I kind of wish I had heard about 35 years ago before I began my own journey after graduation. For starters, I think it's important to have a plan and be open to changing that plan. When I graduated, I went right to work. I was pretty sure I would be an accountant or do something in finance for the rest of my career. I had a plan, and it's good to have a plan, but don't become a prisoner of your plan. Always be open to something different. The best things that have happened to me have been because I took a chance or someone took a chance on me. A different door was opened, and I went through it. I eventually moved away from accounting and found myself in operations surrounded by a lot of engineers. It was a little scary but I saw an opportunity to do something different for what I was doing at the time. I grew and I learned from those experiences. I found myself going off plan, and it opened me up to seeing things a little differently. The second lesson involves people. Be open to people who are different from you. In fact, seek them out. Get to know people who don't agree with you and see the world exactly like you do. Sometimes we get hung up in thinking that diversity is all about our externality, gender or skin color. For sure, they're important issues, but I think diversity is so much more than that. Celebrate and embrace all the differences in your life and in those around you. The best lessons I have learned have come from people who are different from me. They saw things from a different angle and helped me avoid some serious blind spots. Seek those people out and really listen to what they have to say. Along the way, you'll grow as a person, you'll see the world more fully, and you'll become a better, more informed leader. As a CEO, I spent very little of my time actually doing anything. I didn't build anything, they kept me away from any heavy equipment, and they wouldn't let me touch anything. My dad was a carpenter, he worked with his hands. He once asked me, "So what do you do all day?" I said, "Well, I read a lot of memos, I drink a lot of coffee, and I go to a lot of meetings." Just as an aside, I think that's why I like to cut my grass so much, because I actually get a sense that I accomplished something. Most of my time at work was spent trying to communicate. I was trying to engage our employees, or update my board, or discuss a policy with elected officials. I did a lot of talking. Now, I'm sure all of you have written a lot of papers and delivered presentations, so you know how to communicate, right? It amazes me how dependent we've become on technology to communicate, via email, phone messages, texting, Facebook, or Twitter. It's a wonder anybody actually speaks face-to-face anymore. Sometimes I think our dependency on technology is actually an avoidance technique. I'd also tell you that it's pretty hard to listen, and I mean really hear what the other person has to say when you're reading a text message. Well, here's the third life lesson I've learned. If you're hoping to be effective in your job, if you're looking to advance in your profession, if you want to lead people, if you're hoping to be a good friend, spouse, or parent, learn how to listen and to talk to people directly. I'm not getting preachy here. It's really pretty basic. People can't gauge the real you unless they experience you. And that's pretty difficult via text message. The toughest things I've done in my career or in my life have involved listening to and talking to people, giving a tough performance review, listening to a coworker's personal problem, delivering bad news to the board, and I actually got very, very good at that. Laying people off, unfortunately, or telling our kids that a loved one died. The real takeaway I learned is that people just want the truth. And they want that truth delivered by a real live human being. Next, to be really good at life, to be experienced as sincere, worthy of trust, I think it's essential to get to know who you are and what makes you tick. This is the fourth lesson. And I don't have any magic recipe for making this happen. For me, it's just a matter of constantly questioning my motives, asking myself what was really at the root of my feeling or opinion, and being honest with myself and accepting that sometimes I didn't like what I found out, and then I had to make a change for the better. But having the courage to face your own shortcomings keeps us real, and people will sense that realness. And they will sense that realness even when you just sit there and truly listen to what they want or what they need to say. And this journey of self-discovery will make you a much better leader, a better person who can empathize with those around them and to truly communicate. And you can't do that via an iPhone. You know, I used to think of success in all the traditional ways: getting a job, a raise, having a title, having people report to me. They're nice markers along the journey. But the real problem I found with this as a measuring stick was that in the end, it was just about me. And ultimately, it was pretty unsatisfying because I couldn't sense that it made a difference. What I've learned is that I wish I had become more involved in charities and community service sooner. For those of you who are counting, this is the fifth life lesson. Frankly, I've come to learn that giving is the best reflection of personal success. I mean, when you help somebody who really needs your help, and you do it for little, if any, attention or expectation of thanks, you know you have arrived as a successful person. And the best gift you can give is that of your most precious resource, your time. You don't have to give money. Money can be of great help, but people will truly treasure when you show up. And that's because you can make a difference. You have so many gifts. You're obviously smart. You're graduating from Monmouth. Think about the impact you can have on your community if you channel that energy, that brain power, into something that makes a real difference in someone else's life. As we get older, you get a perspective that life has less to do about your material accomplishments, but rather about whether you made a positive difference. I think that's a good way to look at life. Did I make a lot of money, or did I make a difference for the better? I'd rather be in the latter category. It will last well beyond your time on the planet, and I can tell you this, you're very well positioned to make a real difference for the positive. Okay, the sixth and last piece of advice from a fellow Monmouth grad. If you listen to nothing else, I hope you hear this one. Find something to love, or if you're really lucky, find someone to love. If it's something to love, it doesn't have to be a job. Find something that you would do for free, something positive that is uniquely yours and makes you feel really good about yourself. I think it's really sad when I hear people describe themselves through their jobs. Your profession is obviously very important, but as you get a little older, you realize there are literally thousands of people out there who do exactly what you do. So find something that goes beyond making money. Find something other than your job that you would want someone to know about you in the first 60 seconds they meet you. Someone once told me, life is not a dress rehearsal, it's happening right now. I think they were trying to tell me to not waste time and not build up a lot of regrets along the way regarding things I wish I had done in my life while I was tending to my career. On the love someone front, I was lucky. I found her when I was 16, and we've been married for over 38 years. Unfortunately, she's home today recuperating from knee surgery. But with me today is one of the two best gifts my wife ever gave me, our daughter Allison. Not everyone, she's right over there. Not everyone can be lucky enough to find the right person so early in life, but I can tell you that the most important thing that ever happened to me, the one thing that has made the most difference in my life, has been this other person, my wife. That's real, and I hope you can find someone like that in your lives as well. In closing, there are people like my wife and my daughter who are here for all of you today, so I have a request. I know you did this already, but would the students please stand up? You can't graduate unless you do this, by the way. Take a look around. Take a look at each other. For some of you, this might be the last time you're ever in this building. Might be the last time some of you ever see each other. But you should also know that the people you're looking at around you, take a look at the people around you, are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. So please join me in giving these parents, spouses, grandparents, uncles, aunts, friends, and significant others a standing ovation for a job very well done. It's been my great pleasure to be here today. Let me close by thanking you all for this great honor. I wish you all good health, great success, and much happiness in the next leg of your journey. On to the parties.
Thank you, Dr. Rigby. Thank you for sharing some of your story with us and for your inspirational remarks, many of which sounded like you stole them from a speech I would have given. And also, I thank you for introducing your daughter, Allison, because I was talking to her at lunch, and I'm thinking that she and I are going to switch jobs, and so she may be up here next year doing this. So I'm hoping she's paying attention so she'll know what to do next year. So. I also would like to say that Monmouth University is very proud to recognize you, Joe, as a graduate student from the class of 1983 and also as a member of the graduate student class of 2017. And now, are you guys ready? To officially welcome your fellow members of this class, we will now commence with the conferral of degrees. Degrees will be awarded individually to the students, with candidates called to the platform by school. I first recognize Dr. Stephen Bachrach, Dean of the School of Science.
President Demena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the School of Science for the degree of Masters of Science. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Naif Salman S. Almatiri. Nikhil Gupta Anaji. Kyle Christopher Blasier. Nico Anthony Flora. Avi B. Ginsberg. Pallavi Sri Gopagani. Nikhil Kumar Gudumala. Gokul Gadamangchi. Srinath Marthala. Mary Mangus. Matthew C. Morshell. Krupa Deepak Naik. Ryan Joseph O'Rourke. Jitendra Padavala. Reshma Sudra. Lahari Naidu Tamisetti. Adrash Shirish Vodakar. Rajeshwar Reddy Virabali. Makengsha Manaj Watts. Shan Yi.
I now recognize Dr. Don Molliver, Dean of the Leon Hess Business School.
President Demena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the Leon Hess Business School for the degree of Master's in Business Administration. They have satisfied all the requirements prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Business Administration with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Kayla Marie Adamson. Raul Arlequin, Jr. Sharon Marie Berardi. Kevin William Brockway, Jr. Brian David Broderick, Jr. Carolina A. Carvalho. Anthony Cramutolo, Jr. Megan D. DeSalvo. Robert J. Ganem. Megan Laureen Hazard. Christopher Scott Hofker, Jr. Bushra T. Javed. Daniel J. Jerkovic II. Keith Andrew Kluitz. Brittany Elizabeth Lamb. Jacqueline Ann Larcara. Jamie A. Maliki Frida. Dana Noel McCann. Kathy Ann McQueen. Samantha Moy. Amanda Grace Mauritanian. Chandler Blake Nichols. Alexander Mark Nielsen. Ross Leland Ottman. Nicole Ann Puccio. Ariel Margot Schilling. Stephanie Nicole Surgeon. Anthony J. Uribe. Anthony John Vazana.
I now recognize Dr. Kenneth Womack, Dean of the Wayne D. McMurray School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
President Domena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the Wayne D. McMurray School of Humanities and Social Sciences for the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Science. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon recommendation of the faculty and approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Alu Wadumilola, Temedayo Adentunji. Hana Abdallah Alfai. Samantha W. Barthel. Catherine Joya Bezignano. Stephen Thomas Bonora. Ernesto Alexander Sabalos. Onika S. Casit. Frank Domenico Cipriani. Maria Jean Clemente. Jennifer Melissa DeLancer. Paul Dement. Jeffrey Doherty Sr. Denitsia D. Dragicevic. Philip Gerard Facone. Barbara Ann Fulmer. Catherine Christine Gersitz. Michael Anthony Giannini. Diane Gurgis. Marissa L. Hinnicky. Ivy Melody Hollander. Nicola Ann Kelly. Nicole Lynn Coburn. Rebecca Elizabeth Lattimore. Avi Labick. Bruce Macbeth. Sabrina Ashley Majeski. Jenny Pauline Maltese. Sydney Danielle Markbrighter. Alana Sophia Marrero. Catherine McCoo. Matthew Edward McDermott. Casey Grace McKiernan. Hope Muhammad. Matthew M. Mopsick. Susan Pagano. Martin Stanley Pasco. Kathleen Marie Reinhard. Nicole Marie Sandelier. Marissa R. Schwartz. Nicholas Michael Segreto. Dane Michael Stevenson. Danielle J. Strike. Stephanie M. Soki. Kara Taylor. Joanna Erica Tieso. Annalisa Vital. Cindy Marie Warren. Congrats. Matthew Robert Wiley. Justin Mark Wilson. Tiffany Jasmine Wright. Joseph Michael Zach.
I now recognize Dr. John Henning, Dean of the School of Education.
President Demena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I present to you the candidates from the School of Education for the degrees of Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Science in Education. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of New Jersey, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degrees of Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Science in Education, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Amanda Marie Ambrosino. Emily Frances Bagnell. Marissa Lynn Bianco. Jessica Ashley Bonvenka. Ellen Joan Brennan. Alexis Hope Catano. Christine Rapoli Cicero. Caitlin Rose Comforti. Christine M. Connery. Rebecca Lynn Crawford. Nicole Duarte. Bobby Joe Edgar. Allison Catherine Flood. Megan Kate Foley. Jacqueline Shelby Forgash. Marissa Ann Finari. Frank Angel Garcia. Jessica Lynn Jeniton. Leanna Elizabeth Gustafson. Stephanie Kayla Harmon. Jessica L. Intramaso. Sarah Elizabeth Jacobson. Eleni Ray Katsaros. Ty Kent Van Lee. Marissa Lynn Licardi. Sarah D. Lee. Michelle Elizabeth Levash. Margaret Lynn Lukenda. Molly Catherine Marr. Samantha Robin Matson. Andrew Stevens McAdam. Catherine Lynn McCarthy. Alexandra Frances McMahon. Lauren Alicia Mead. Samantha Teresa Messina. Sarah Ashley Meyer. Jennifer P. Mora. Aichao Nu Nguyen. Jennifer Lynn Nolet. Sally Therese Santillan Ungsuko. Carissa Ann Patty. Chantel Caprice Pedro. Courtney R. Pellegrino. Violetta Pontrico. Casey Ann Pollard. Heather Marie Posick. Elena Dorothy Rare. Morgan Beth Rhodes. Samantha Nicole Ronan. Jamie Ray Rosenstein. Nicole Ashley Rubin. Sharon Alexis Sanchez. Jordan Patrick Shannon. Michelle Rose Sperling. Sonia Diane Spradley. Ashley Nicole Staggard. Elizabeth Mary Stankowitz. Shaylin Marie Stillwell. Jessica Lee Stoffel. Katie Elizabeth Taylor. Latoya Shani Taylor. Tara Lynn Thomas. Gina Rose Toscano. Marissa Iris Vital. Dana Frances Valmuth. Maria Domenica Wills. Jennifer H. Wynn. Janelle Lynn Woolrich.
I now recognize Dr. Janet Mahoney, Dean of the Marjorie K. Unterberg School of Nursing and Health Studies, to begin the conferral process.
President Demena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I proudly present to you the candidates from the Marjorie K. Unterberg School of Nursing and Health Studies for the degrees of Master of Science in Nursing and Master of Science in Physician Assistant. They have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, upon recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degrees of Master of Science in Nursing and Master of Science Physician Assistant, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Gabriella Alexa Arce. Marissa S. Avaliotis. Diane Maria Babak. Leslie Jane Berger. Sarah Rita Bobley. Maria C. Bone. Matthew J. Briol. Lana Buckley. Christine Marie Bonpastor. Grace Catalina Cabanillas. Nicole M. Casper. Kendi Estaras Castillo. Kathy V. Cavallini. Bhaskar Rao Changala. Kate Elizabeth Clagnan. Caitlin K. Clay. Alexis Coleman. Kristen N. Cordiello. Genevieve Evelyn Daly. Jennifer Lynn Drew. Cheryl Feldman. Amanda Marquez Gonsalves. Trevor Jack Higginson. Daniel C. Hogan. Kristen Elizabeth Inzana. Evelyn Javier. Carly Noel Joyce. Kalina Grace Kenny. Karen A. Kramer. Brianna L. Krug. Deanna Alexis Lapp. Melissa Faye Least. Carrie Teresa Liming. Nicole Angela Lupo. Casey Lestrino. Nicole Christine Massini. Cassandra Marie Martin. Nikki Lee McCabe. Carolyn McDowell. Christy Lee McGowan. Tiffany Ann Mellon. Dorcas Mensa. Christine Marie Mio. Rachel Leah Miller. Sabika Muhammad. Tracy Michelle Moreland Vassar. Melissa Morano. Sandra Nagy. Margaret Jane Nally. Adriana M. O'Neill. Stella O. Opara. Janine Marie O'Shea. Olga S. Pankiv. Anish Praveen Patel. Catherine Patricia Pederick. Denise Ann Perino. Donna Marie Peary Sandler. Sheila P. Reno. Elise Kathleen Roddy. Lorraine P. Rishalski. Jennifer Cisco. Arjun Gopi Swami. Emilia A. Schweitzer. Lauren Tagle. Ansi Sunny Valaplaco. Ma Brigida Seyson Vierge. Olivia Alina Welna. Christopher Stewart Whitehead. Eric John Waxelt. Kimberly A. Zeezer.
I would like to now recognize Dr. Robin Mama, Dean of the School of Social Work.
President Jimena, on behalf of the faculty of Monmouth University, I am very proud to present the candidates from the School of Social Work for the degree of Master of Social Work. They have fulfilled all requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Monmouth University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of New Jersey, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees of Monmouth University, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Social Work, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized?
Christina Linda Addison. Judith J. Alfano. Justine Marie Arrigo. Joy Arumemi. Lauren Elaine Ballestiero. Natalie Ann Bednarzek. Emma Suzanne Burin. Jessica Lynn Bragan. Courtney Evelyn Joy Braxton. Rachel Ami Brockhagen. Lori Citarella. Giovanna Danielle Coppola. Christina E. Corvashi, Brianni Crawford, Dana Cooks, Nicole Patrice Diamore, Seaton E. Danish, Melanie Selena Davis, Whitney Michelle Dean, Carrie Ann Desposito, Hawa Gabi, Mariana Nicole Dubose, Brian Robert Epstein, Alicia M. Farley, Kathleen Michelle Finch, Kayla Victoria Fershigbaum, Sarah Rebecca Fishbein, Rebecca Marie Fernaro, Sarah Khalid Franca, Brianna Maria Freno, Erica May Friedhoff, Jasenia Andrea Gaviria, Monique S. Goncalves, Amanda Marie Goodwin, Zophite Gottlieb, Amanda Marie Graga, Alyssa Hansen, Kimberly Danielle Hill, Amanda Jeanne Hogan, Robert Edward Houston Jr., Alexa Nicole Joyce, Alacia Elise Kearney, Amanda Hope Kunstel, Jessica Marie Leader, Emma Alice Locke, Shauna Manfredi, Samantha Lynn Marino, Megan Elizabeth McAleer, Jessica D. McAvenny, Christina McDermott, Ashley Menekeni, Lucas John Miller, Jessica Moschel, Lauren Kayla Moore, Rebecca Ann Nanarone, Bethany Rochelle Pacifico, Caitlin Marie Penna, David Perez, Lucio Anthony Perez, Mary Elizabeth Pinella, Megan Patricia Pichelle, Tyshawn A. Purnell, Samantha May Randazzo, Caitlin Melissa Roberts, Toma Lafayette Roberts, Victoria Marie Sarno, Kelly J. Schultz, Shantanae Larissa Seeley, Emily A. Selman, Alec Michael Shover. Caroline Ann Silva. Courtney Ellen Smith. Samantha Hall Snyder. Minna Song. Judith Sosa. Hannah Elizabeth Tracy. Jessica Ray Trano. Milton Augustus Tucker, Jr. Megan Toohey. Allison M. Turnbach. Christina Marie Turner. Jessica Catherine Wallach. Jillian Wallach. Jennifer Lynn Wertnaby. Jessica Ann Williams. Patricia Wright. Jennifer Haley Yidiarte. Bianca Nicole Zulo.
You know, there are many wonderful things about being the president of Monmouth University, but standing up here and shaking your hands is one of the best. So thank you, students, for giving me that opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, proud families, proud faculty, let's celebrate the most recent graduates of Monmouth University. Graduates, please stand and receive our applause. Thank you. Please be seated as we conclude. Congratulations, graduates. It has been an honor celebrating your success here today. All graduates and their guests are invited to post-commencement receptions designated by school, and I will be available to congratulate you personally. Please stand now and join in the singing of our alma mater. The words are printed in your programs, and we will be led in song by Dr. David Tripold and Alexandra Stambaugh. After the alma mater, please remain standing in your places as Reverend Father Lego offers the benediction and the platform party and faculty have processed out.
Symbol of our skills and virtues, herald of our dignity, with these praises we salute you, Monmouth University, soaring from the Jersey shore upon the wind.
Let us join in prayer. May God bless Monmouth University, the symbol of our graduates' skills and academic virtues and herald of their dignity. May God bless the professors and staff of Monmouth University who help these graduates that they may continue their noble work of education. May God bless the families and friends of the graduates who supported the graduates in so many ways. May they be rewarded for their goodness. And may God bless the graduates. May God's blessings follow you all in finding new journeys to travel. May you walk safely along the pathways of your inspirations. May God guide the decisions you will make and the passions you follow. May your hearts and lives always reflect love and truth and peace with all peoples. And may hope be a light within you that you carry into each new day. Amen.